Hello everyone, I am Dr. Vandana Yadav, Assistant Professor, Faculty of Science, the Bhopal School of Social Sciences, Bhopal. In the last lecture, we discussed about pollutants, its type, pollution and its type, and today we are going to discuss the different types of pollution in detail, and we are going to start with air pollution. As the name suggests, air pollution, that means the pollutant is air or particles present in the air. So, according to WHO has given certain definition of air pollution. It says that the presence of material in the air in such a concentration which are harmful to man and other organism is called air pollution. So, excess quantity of gases in the air creates pollution, excess of dust in the air creates pollution. So, now we are going to discuss causes of air pollution. There are two causes of air pollution. First is natural, second is man-made. Natural, as you already know, natural phenomena like we have floods, you have earthquakes, you have storms, they are all incorporating different types of pollutant in the air, and they are one of the cause of air pollution. So, these are all natural causes of pollution. We can have forest fire, vegetation decay, n number of natural factors, natural phenomena are there which are causing air pollution. Now, man-made activities like we have burning, or in simple terms, in chemistry terms, I can say combustion of natural gas, petroleum products, etc. They are creating air pollution. We can have crushing of stone, we have processing industries, we have chemical industry. These are all creating harmful gases, and these harmful gases are being exposed in the environment, and the air is getting polluted day by day. So, we have two main causes, which is natural, which cannot be stopped because natural phenomena it will occur. There is no control of human on natural phenomena, but we can control man-made activities which are creating pollution. So, next is what are the sources. Now, let us discuss the sources of air pollutants. Means when there is pollution, I told you there are pollutants, and when they are pollutants, there is certain source from which they are originating. So, we have three sources of pollutants: stationary, as the name suggests, stationary, which is not movable. That means stationary means burning process by the human. Second is mobile. Mobile means your automobiles, your cars, your jet planes. So, they are moving and they are creating gases in the environment. And third one is your industries set up by chemical industries or medical industries or your various processing industries. They are all releasing toxic gases in the environment. So, now can you tell me what will be the effect of air pollution on human beings? Air is required for breathing. So, you all must be aware about the effects of air pollution on human beings, on climate, or on our flora and fauna. So, let us discuss the effects of air pollution. So, I told you that people experience respiratory problem when they are exposed to polluted air. So, one of the most important effect of air pollution on human beings is respiratory problem. Respiratory problem, breathing problem. People get asthmatic when they are regularly exposed to polluted air. You can experience this while you are stuck in a traffic and you are surrounded by different vehicles, and those vehicles are emitting SOx and NOx gases. So, basically if I discuss that what are the major pollutant which are polluting the air are particulates. Particulates means aerosols. Then we have hydrocarbons. Hydrocarbons means generated by anaerobic decomposition of bacteria, or we can say it is generated by photochemical smog. Then we have SOx. SOx means SO3. So we generalize that term and we call it as SOx and NOx gases. Environmentalists called it as SOx and NOx gases. So the major pollutants of environment are SOx and NOx gases. SOx gases are generally released by your vehicles. Then we have particulates. Particulates means suspendable, settleable, your dust, your mist, your CFCs. Then we have hydrocarbons. Hydrocarbons, you know, containing carbon and hydrogen like methane. So these are generated by either biological activity or we can say by photochemical smog. Then we have carbon monoxide. The concentration of carbon monoxide, if is increased beyond its threshold value, it will also generate air pollution. So to summarize, I can say these are the 5 main or major air pollutants which are regularly being released in our environment, and they are increasing the concentration of air pollutant in the environment and hence creating air pollution. In some cases, some studies have also shown that people who are regularly exposed to air pollution has some disorder, respiratory disorder, or you can say their fatigue, mental disorder. These type of symptoms are also being quoted in our research, that air pollution can in some person cause mental disorders or fatigue. So these are certain important effects of air pollution on human beings. Now we can also have effects of these air pollution on climate. First one is photochemical, second one is depletion of ozone layer. Depletion of ozone layer is also due to the accumulation of these air pollutant. So first effect on climate is photochemical smog, then we have ozone layer depletion, and then you must have heard about melting of snow, which is causing sinking of coastal areas. You regularly study in newspaper. This is also the effect of air pollution. So 3 major effects on climate are photochemical smog, which is also responsible for greenhouse effect, and we have your ozone layer depletion, and then we have your melting of snow. So now you are aware about the effect of air pollution on living beings and on climate. Now I'll ask you that how can we control air pollution? First of all, the stationary source of pollutant is human activity. So the first prevention which can be done is decrease in generation of waste by the human being. You will generate less amount of waste, less will be passed in the environment, and to a lesser extent we can decrease the air pollution. So first is decrease in waste generation. Now second one is reduce the toxic air emission. So wherever there is byproduct in form of toxic gases, that industry should meet legal limitation, social limitation and economic limitation. So a particular industry should check that how it can reduce the emission of toxic gases in the environment. The second point, how can we do this? The industrial area should be far from the residential area. These industries should use tall chimneys. Then they should compulsorily use filters. Next one is removable poisonous gases. That means we can make changes in the technique where poisonous gases can be controlled at the manufacturing level. Next is afforestation, that is more trees must be planted so that fresh air prevails in our environment. So, these are very easy methods through which we can control air pollution, and this can only be done when each and every human being make effort to control the air pollution and make the air clean. So, now with this control and prevention, we have discussed in detail the air pollution, its causes and its effect. In the next lecture, we are going to discuss water pollution. Till then, keep watching. Thank you.